Have you ever felt unsure about which walking aid is right for you? Or maybe even avoided using one because you weren't sure where to start? You're not alone. Many seniors struggle with this decision, and unfortunately, choosing the wrong walking aid can lead to discomfort, falls, or even a loss of confidence. Today, we're diving into 6 tips for choosing the right walking aid. Most people make these mistakes, so you can find the perfect support to help you move safely, comfortably, and independently. Why does this matter so much for seniors? Walking aids aren't just tools, they're lifelines that can restore your freedom and peace of mind. Whether it's a cane, walker, or rollator, the right device can help you maintain balance, reduce pain, and prevent falls, allowing you to stay active and engaged in life. According to research published in the Journal of Geriatric Care, seniors who use properly fitted walking aids report improved mobility and a greater sense of independence. Yet, studies also show that many people make common mistakes when selecting or using these aids, like choosing based on appearance rather than functionality or skipping professional guidance. That's why understanding how to pick the right one is so important. With the right information, you can avoid these pitfalls and make a choice that truly supports your needs. Let's start with one of the most critical tips: understanding your specific mobility needs. Not all walking aids are created equal, and the best one for you depends on factors like your strength, balance, and daily activities. For example, if you only need light support for occasional balance issues, a cane might be sufficient. On the other hand, if you have more significant stability concerns or fatigue easily, a walker or rollator could provide the extra support you need. Take Margaret, for instance, a retired teacher who initially chose a stylish but lightweight cane for her arthritis. While it looked great, she quickly realized it didn't offer enough stability for her morning walks. After consulting with a physical therapist, she switched to a 4-wheeled rollator, which gave her the support she needed to enjoy her outings again. The key takeaway? Your walking aid should match your lifestyle and abilities, not just your preferences. Another important tip is getting professionally measured and fitted. This step is often overlooked, but it's essential for comfort and safety. A poorly fitted walking aid can cause strain on your wrists, shoulders, or back, and may even increase your risk of falling. Experts recommend visiting a physical therapist or medical supply specialist to ensure your device is adjusted to the correct height and weight capacity for your body. One gentleman I spoke with, Bob, shared how his new walker transformed his daily routine after a proper fitting. Before, he'd been hunching over an ill-fitted model, which caused back pain. Once it was adjusted to his height, he noticed immediate relief and a newfound confidence in his stride. Remember, your walking aid should feel like an extension of your body, not a burden. Now, let's talk about considering your environment. Where and how you plan to use your walking aid plays a big role in choosing the right one. For instance, if you live in a small apartment or frequently navigate narrow spaces, a compact folding cane or lightweight walker might be ideal. If you spend more time outdoors or on uneven terrain, a sturdy rollator with larger wheels and good traction could be a better fit. Susan, a retired nurse, started using a walker with all-terrain wheels after noticing she struggled on her garden paths. She says the switch has allowed her to tend to her plants without worrying about losing her balance. Thinking about your surroundings ensures your walking aid works for you, not against you. Now that we've covered understanding your mobility needs, getting professionally fitted, and considering your environment, let's dive into 2 more essential tips: testing different options before committing and avoiding common mistakes people make when choosing a walking aid. These steps will help ensure you find a device that not only meets your needs, but also feels comfortable and reliable in everyday use. Before we dive in, if you find this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll never miss out on more tips to make life a little easier and safer. Let's start with testing different options, an often overlooked but crucial part of the process. Think about it. Would you buy a pair of shoes without trying them on first? The same principle applies to walking aids. Each type of cane, walker, or rollator has unique features, and what works for one person might not work for another. For example, take John, a retired engineer who initially chose a standard walker because it seemed like the safest option. However, after testing a rollator at a local medical supply store, he realized the added wheels and seat made it much easier to navigate longer distances and take breaks when needed. Testing allows you to experience firsthand how each device feels and functions in real-world scenarios. Experts recommend visiting stores or clinics where you can try out multiple options, adjusting the height, and even simulating activities like turning corners or walking on different surfaces. This hands-on approach helps you make an informed decision that aligns with your comfort and lifestyle. If visiting a store isn't convenient, many organizations offer rental programs or trial periods for walking aids. For instance, Linda, a retired librarian with limited mobility, rented 3 different types of walkers for a week to see which one suited her best. She says this trial period was invaluable because it allowed her to test each device in her own home, from navigating doorways to moving around her kitchen. Remember, the goal is to find a walking aid that feels natural and supportive, not something you have to get used to over time. Next, let's talk about avoiding common mistakes, because even small errors can lead to discomfort or unsafe situations. One frequent misstep is choosing a walking aid based solely on aesthetics or convenience. While it's tempting to pick a stylish cane or a lightweight model, functionality should always come first. For example, Susan initially opted for a decorative cane with a beautiful wooden handle, only to discover it lacked the grip strength she needed for stability. After switching to a rubber grip cane recommended by her physical therapist, she noticed a significant improvement in her balance and confidence. Another mistake is skipping regular maintenance. Over time, wear and tear can affect the performance of your walking aid. Loose screws, worn-out wheels, or slippery handles can compromise safety. Regularly inspecting and maintaining your device ensures it remains reliable and effective. Research shows that seniors who avoid these pitfalls are more likely to use their walking aids consistently, leading to better mobility outcomes and reduced fall risks. According to a study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, proper selection and maintenance of walking aids significantly improve users' adherence and satisfaction. One man I spoke with, Robert, shared how replacing the worn-out tips on his cane every few months made a noticeable difference in his grip and stability. He says it's a small effort that pays off in peace of mind. Of course, some people might worry that testing multiple options or addressing maintenance issues will be time-consuming or expensive. But here's the reassuring truth. Investing time upfront to find the right walking aid and keeping it in good condition can save you from bigger challenges down the road, like falls or injuries. Plus, many adjustments and repairs are simple and affordable, especially when compared to the cost of medical bills from preventable accidents. Now, let's talk about the final tips in our guide: maintaining your walking aid for long-term use and embracing the empowerment that comes with using one. These insights will help you not only care for your device, but also shift your mindset to see it as a tool for freedom rather than limitation. Let's start with maintenance, a simple yet often overlooked aspect of owning a walking aid. Just like any other tool, your cane, walker, or rollator requires regular upkeep to ensure it remains safe and effective. For example, check the rubber tips on your cane or the wheels on your rollator for signs of wear and tear. If they're cracked, loose, or no longer provide good traction, replace them promptly. One woman I spoke with, Margaret, shared how she started carrying a small repair kit with her after a minor mishap with her rollator's wheel. She says it gives her peace of mind, knowing she can make quick adjustments if needed. Cleaning your device regularly is also important. Wiping down handles and frames prevents dirt buildup, which can affect performance or hygiene. Experts recommend inspecting your walking aid every few weeks and addressing any issues immediately. A well-maintained device not only lasts longer, but also ensures you can rely on it whenever you need it most. Beyond physical upkeep, there's another crucial element to consider: how you view your walking aid. Many seniors initially feel hesitant or self-conscious about using one, fearing it might signal a loss of independence. But here's the truth. Embracing support is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. A walking aid isn't a sign of weakness. It's a tool that helps you stay active, engaged, and confident in your daily life. Take Bob, for instance, a retired engineer who initially resisted using a walker because he thought it would slow him down. Once he realized how much easier it made tasks like grocery shopping and visiting friends, he began seeing it as an extension of his independence rather than a limitation. Using a walking aid allows you to focus on what truly matters, spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying a walk in the park without worrying about balance or fatigue. Research supports this perspective, showing that seniors who embrace mobility aids report higher levels of life satisfaction and lower rates of anxiety about falling. According to a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, those who view their walking aids positively are more likely to use them consistently, leading to better overall health outcomes. It's all about reframing the narrative, from seeing it as a crutch to recognizing it as a companion on your journey. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered, from understanding your unique needs and getting professionally fitted to testing options, avoiding common mistakes, maintaining your device, and embracing its value. These tips form a roadmap to choosing and using a walking aid with confidence. Each one builds on the idea that mobility tools aren't just functional, they're gateways to living life fully and independently. Here's a specific action step you can take today. Inspect your current walking aid or research options if you don't have one, and make one improvement or adjustment. Whether it's replacing worn parts, scheduling a fitting, or simply practicing using it in different environments, every effort brings you closer to feeling safer and more empowered. Before we wrap up, I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Your willingness to prioritize your safety and mobility is truly inspiring. If you found these tips helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content designed to support seniors like you, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear which tip resonated most with you. Together, we can build a community focused on thriving at every age. Remember, staying mobile isn't just about moving, it's about living. With the right walking aid and mindset, you have the power to navigate life with confidence, grace, and independence. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, here's to walking forward with strength and purpose.